I think of seizures. I think of kind of like shaking and being in an altered mental state. I don't really know a lot about epilepsy.
When people bring up the word epilepsy, I think of like the seizure disease, of course. I'm not really I don't know that much about epilepsy, so I guess this would be kind of helpful because I don't know anything.
Seizures. People having seizures.
Usually some kind of permanent brain damage or like seizures, spasms, uncontrolled.
I guess I searched epilepsy mostly on like Wikipedia. I don't actually know anyone with epilepsy, and so I mostly think of like seizures or like really bad writing, or even like the color purple, because the epilepsy days or week or whatever, they always wear purple. So I know that.
I think it's very scary. I think it's really serious, and if it happened to a certain vulnerable population, I think it could be even worse.
I know that it is something causing the brain, and it causes you to have seizures, but I'm not too familiar with any of the other symptoms.
That it has to do with something in the brain. So, and that it doesn't affect. Like you can't see it. It's not like an issue that you can see.
I don't know a ton about it, but I'd say has to do with some kind of issue with the brain that causes you to have. I know they've been referred to like as episodes. And they can be triggered by things like it can be caused by like flashing lights. I think loud noise too. I'm not completely sure about that.
I know that people, I guess, are seized with sudden seizures, but I don't really know like much about it.
No, I've actually never met someone with epilepsy. My dog has epilepsy.
One of my friend's sisters actually has epilepsy, and last year we, in the cafeteria over at Central, we saw someone have a seizure.
No, but I remember someone telling me last year or the year before that someone had an epilepsy or seizure attack during an exam. So that could be quite difficult to navigate.
I'm not completely sure with epilepsy, but I've seen someone have an episode before. It was really terrifying, actually. It was back when I was in high school. I think I was in grade 9 or 10. And upstairs there was someone who was on the ground having a seizure, and we sprinted to the principal's office to try to get some help for them. Don't know exactly what happened after that.
I don't know.
I actually have no idea what causes epilepsy.
No, actually I don't really know any of them.
If there are triggers, like flashing lights or that kind of like in and out sound, maybe something like that. Really bright light.
Flashing lights, loud sounds. I don't know if there's anything else.
Oh, unless, I guess like people, like when you're a kid, and I don't know if I should say this, but when you're a kid and you're younger, like people always like, that person has epilepsy, but I don't know whether they do. So I guess there is some sort of like, that's how the only time I've ever heard of it in real life is when other people are like mocking people with it, which isn't very good. But that is unfortunately the only time I've ever heard epilepsy being talked about.
I don't know a lot other than I know certain meds or medications stabilize what goes on in your body that causes epilepsy. But I think prevention is really important because, again, it's pretty severe.
Not that much, to be honest.
Service dogs, maybe?
I feel like there might be certain drugs that could help maybe stimulate or unstimulate the brain that might help with some kind of just kind of dulling any kind of like prevent any of the initial triggers exactly. Yeah.
Oh, you can prevent prevent it. No, I didn't know you could prevent it.